How's it going, PhonLab? It's Root Junkie here, and in today's video, we're going to show you a couple of PowerShell scripts that I have created that are really awesome, and I use them all the time to grab information from my Docker containers and do other cool things. So I'm going to go ahead and show you these. They are going to be linked below the video here, so you'll have them if you want them. You can download them or copy them. I also actually have some Linux versions of this as well for Bash. So I will probably link those below as well, but we're going to show off Windows ones because that's what we're working with here, and this is a PowerShell script. So these are the two scripts I have right here. Obviously you need to have your Docker up and running, but let's go and run one and see how it works. So once you've got them downloaded, I've got them zipped up in some zips, so you can download the zip and then extract them, or you can just copy and create your own, whatever. It's fine with me. So once you've got them extracted. If you're in the zip folder, out of the zip folder, and you have them here. So I'm just going to right click on them and then say run PowerShell or run with PowerShell, and it's going to run this cool little script here. So I'm going to show you what it is once it finishes and why I like it. Okay. So as you can see, we have a couple containers right here, and it gives you all the container information. Then it gives you all your images, sizes and parameters, volumes, network information, what's what, more container information, which is really nice right here. This is a good thing to kind of understand is your gigs of RAM that it is allowed to use up. I've had problems where a container was using so much RAM it was actually crashing the system. So these are all limited to half the memory of this machine, but you can also change those limits. There's ways to do that, so it's pretty cool. But you can also see what it's currently using and how much CPU you're currently using. So I find this very helpful to like just troubleshoot and know what's going on. You can also see other information here. You know how much space these containers are using up in your storage, and more information, right? So this is just a script that just really quickly gives you a whole bunch of information about your current setup in Docker, and all the volumes and networks and everything. It gives you a nice little interface for it as well. So I like it quite a bit. So you hit enter and it's gone. Now this one is a little bit cooler. So we're going to do the same thing, run with PowerShell, and I don't know if you can see it, but you have Uptime Kuma, IT Tools, and Portainer. Uptime Kuma. Okay, what it should do, this little script, it should give you a root shell inside of that container. Obviously IT Tools didn't like it, but this one does. So let's do ls. So you're inside the container, which is a Linux operating system, and you can do whatever you want to do in here. Really whatever you want to do. It's pretty cool because you have root access, you have a root shell inside of this application. So you hit exit, you exit it out and it's gone. Let's see if we can do Portainer. I think we can. But any container that you have up and running will be listed here, and you'll be able to do a root shell right into it. So Portainer. Yep, that one doesn't let you do it either. So you're gonna find some that don't work and some that do. So obviously Uptime does. It is pretty cool. I will say there is another way to do this that's not from the CLI, and it is going to be from Portainer. So I'm just going to show you that just so you can see it. So there's other options. So if we go to localhost 9000, we log into Portainer, and we go to our containers. Okay. So see this little button right here? Execute code. That little button should create you a shell inside the container. So let's try it for Uptime Kuma. We know that one should work. So you're going to say, okay, we're running bin bash and root, connect, and there you go. I'm doing the same thing as this right here. I'm just doing it with my own little bash script, which is what makes it fun. Okay, so let's try it in here because sometimes it's different. So it says bin bash root. So what you're going to see is it's not going to work. And that's why my other thing was crashing as well. So let's just try it in here as well. Let's see, Portainer, bin bash root, no. So sometimes you can get it to go bin sh or bin ash. Sometimes it will execute and give you a command prompt there, and sometimes it won't. Let's just see if these ones will do that. Yeah, so there you go. So there you go. So now you can see I'm inside this container. So the script doesn't give you those options that I created. It's always just doing bin bash. So you might be able to do it and execute and get into a container right here from Portainer, which is fine. Either way, it's still pretty cool. Let's just try this one too really quick. No, yeah, it's not going to work, I don't think. Yeah. So it is what it is, but that is what that script does, and I just think they're pretty fun and cool. And if you have a ton of containers like I do on some of my systems, I just like that it's all automated and runs really, really easily here. And you can just type in your uptime Kuma, and you have a shell right into it, and then you can do whatever you need to do. And if you need to edit something, change a config file, whatever, you know, I don't know, even try running Nano. Let's just see if it has it in here. I don't know if it does, but let's say help. So Nano's not found, but I think you could do apt-get install Nano if it's the right operating system. Yeah, so it's not. I had to use a different package manager. But anyway, you can do a lot of cool stuff, and it's a really powerful little script. So there you go, guys. Those are my two scripts, and kind of showing you a little bit of how you can do the same kind of thing from Portainer. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and find these tips helpful, and we'll catch you in the next one. Root Junkie out.